cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work. This block can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet. Almost there. Stephen didn't want to go out for a drink tonight, so I'll drink my whiskey in the company of my TV. Shit. I forgot the muffin. Well, Ridley will have a nice treat for the night. I'm sure he'll be his happy, thankful self tomorrow.
So, we are back with part 2 of the Autopsy Simulator. So, let's just dive right into this and see what it's like. So, we're heading back to the apartment. That's the main goal right now. We just done an autopsy on a singer, or an entertainment person, a celebrity. So that's in part 1. If you want to watch that, it's on my profile. So up the stairs we go. Walked in the banister. So is it up again? Yep.
What?
Yeah, I shut that.
Fuck. But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I shut that. So strange. Chapter 2.
Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Oh god. Oh god.
Trash the place.
What am I supposed to do now?
Let's check. There's money in here, so we'll check
They
that.
must have stolen the money.
Oh, they did.
Fuck! Great. That's all I need.
That's coming out of the drawer. Look.
What if it was Red Pete?
That is a glitch right there. And Red Pete, he thinks it was Red Pete. So what happened?
I need my pills. I can't get my thoughts together.
This guy's addicted to these pills. Look at that. They never stole your pills. How amazing.
Okay. I'm gonna have to report this to the police. Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling Stephen.
Let's call Stephen then.
Stephen?
Now, Jack, I told you, I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
Alright. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not.
Why phone then?
Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know.
So he's gonna go to sleep
It's probably some stupid joke.
instead of dealing with this.
Doing.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything
No,
else is
we
missing,
closed it, mate.
I'll let you know and call the police.
Alright. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night.
Right, so Wait.
What? I
Oh,
guess I
right,
should
so if we
clear
just
this shit
say...
up. Where to start? There you go. I still don't understand why Alice liked this painting so much. To be honest, I could leave it like this. I'm glad this didn't break.
Jack, why?
Ugh, I think I'm just tired.
Yeah, mate, I think Yala's your
Maybe I
dead
should
wife.
do the
Unless
dishes.
she is. I think she's the one
Stay
haunting him.
away. I have no interest in DIY at the moment. Now I'm sure I won't get caught up in these papers. Alice's family should really have some of these. What
What if she's the one that's haunting him? Wait, so... Wait,
Yeah, I should take my pills.
who cleaned? Did that actually happen? Or is he just imagining it? Wait, the window's open. That's not... Looked open.
I feel like it takes me forever to finish these things. That's enough. Ugh. It will never look clean. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
We're here.
I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check. Time to go.
Right.
Remember to close the door properly, Jack. I'll ask the neighbors.
Exactly what we done last time.
Ugh. I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Nope, wrong floor. I keep doing that. I keep going to the wrong floor. What was stuck on? God. So much rubbish.
Maybe a bit optimistic.
Off to work we go.
Coffee on the way.
Away back to work. Simple. What was this? The third body?
I'm exhausted. I wonder
Well,
who Stephen.
this
Buddy-
game has wee glitches exactly always at that point. And when we walk in these doors here.
Good morning, Mr. Ridley.
See?
No, he's not here yet. No, I'll deal with Adam.
Okay, so push the trolley. What the fuck? Oh wait. Is that his wife? Is he just going to say nothing about that?
Almost there. Now for the tough part. The body needs to be moved. Where's Ridley?
Okay.
All right. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work.
Right, apron.
I'm going to
Gloves.
use my tape recorder for this.
Tape recorder. In the desk. Well, on the desk. It was right there.
Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr.
We're not setting the camera up. Look through the information provided in the folder. Here we go.
I begin by verifying the identity of the... It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35. Found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea. Reported missing for a week.
Okay. Exit.
It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of her common-law partner, Richard Benson, professional truck driver. The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows. I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see who has the last laugh.
So the
nice one.
body was found in a well?
Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in
Oh, wait.
firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange, and at one point
Yeah.
had begun to smell and turn a dark color.
So they were drinking it. Right, so my back button isn't working.
I perceived that the
There we
most
go.
important
Fixed.
task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
She's been in a well. What's she gonna look like? Oh wow.
That could have been worse.
Could it?
I
Wait,
carefully
how's
removed
that?
the victim's clothes so as
How
not
could
to
that have been
damage the
worse?
skin. The deceased was found. One shoe was missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks.
Grab the camera.
Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism. The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Zoom into this face.
There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck.
Ugh.
These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater. Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body. That is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased. It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
Right. Definitely the feet. Oh, that foot there.
The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
Is there gonna be the hand and the head next? The hand and the shoulder by the looks at it.
The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove. There are some obvious scratches on the skin.
Okay. Pin them to the board. So we pin them. And then I'm pretty sure we cut her open.
So, after the
Like last
exam,
one.
it's time to take a closer look at this. Today's date. The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Inspect areas of concern. Inspect areas of concern with the magnifying glass. So that is there.
There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
Is someone threw her in the well.
We see thick, white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning. The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism. No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
You're in the foot.
Typical.
Pretty sure.
Mortars are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins.
Okay. The foot now.
Due to the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
Okay.
Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a direction for further examination.
Clipboard. So we just mark them.
Marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are there doesn't seem to
Let's
be
just
anything
mark them
unusual about
quickly
diffuse
so we can
spots
get
across
to the
head
rest
and
of the
ankles.
autopsy.
Those abrasions appear relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible.
And the foot.
Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident. In this case, their distant liver mortis. Fortunate, maybe it's a simple trip.
Sorry if I'm skipping through it, but he talks so much.
Hole with no way out. That's all for now.
Like, I just want to get to the next part of this where it's actually more fun to play instead of just listening to this guy talking so much. So
Before I begin the dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct. The
Okay.
suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere.
The suitcase. Oh, right here.
Here it is. With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads of the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used.
Oh, that's mad.
If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible.
Okay, so return to the autopsy.
I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopy.
Jump over the table.
If in fact the deceased is at the police station,
All my stuff's at that side though, it should be.
Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
Quite cool how it actually changes the look of it. That you see the fingerprints starting to stand out.
Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink.
Let's just paint the whole hand. Yeah. Or the palm.
I think it's enough.
Let's keep going.
Samples. In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print.
Ew.
I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
Oh, right, okay.
Green button, and
What's in here?
once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
Oh, right, okay. Right here.
Great. The data is there. Click upload. Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun.
Did I just select all of them? Well, that's it right there. I can see it. Oh, I need to select it. Alright, okay. Right, so... I select these. Do I pull it over? Why is it not analysing? Right. Right, okay, comparison points. Alright, okay. We just drag it. That's simple.
Analyze button.
And you hit analyse and we'll be fine.
And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records. Great. Now I can go back to my inspection.
Okay. Let's do it. Right, so... return to the autopsy.
Of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick. If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body.
Brain examination. So is that the saw?
In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope.
Alright, okay.
I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body.
Microscope.
Now I need to adjust the knobs properly and place the diatom. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. And perfect.
So I have no idea what I'm looking for.
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. And perfect.
Right.
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid. And perfect.
What am I... is that what I'm looking for?
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. Their upper part, Epitheca, which overlaps the lower, Hypotheca, is clearly visible. The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious.
Return to the autopsy.
Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
Okay, right, so... what do we do next?
Finally get to
Open the body.
part. I
Scalpel.
must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
Okay. Peel back the flaps.
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition,
Remove
all
the
internal organs
rib
are very
cage.
congested. I proceed to remove. It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove taking the lungs in my hand. I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning.
So a full body swoop. I put it back in. Mark the damage. Okay.
Corpses
now what?
found in water are worth examining with the tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology. A bucket and water.
So we need to go and find the bucket. Take his medication suit. Yeah, we're not looking. No way am I looking at that. Yeah, I'm glad I did not look. Right, what we're looking for? A bucket.
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
Like how he's like, who? And really, I just completely didn't look.
It's used to detect infanticide. The water should be at room temperature. That's enough.
Pick up
To
the
test
bucket.
this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking
Okay.
of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
I'll take the lungs. Right, that's fine, can do that. Just carry them through a flipping hallway. Wait, oh my god. What the fuck? Do we want to go near her and actually take that after that?
Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released during decomposition could also give a... In this case, however, it's about something else. Namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface.
So place the lungs in water, right, okay.
Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily.
So we need to dissect them now.
Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infection.
We should go jump again.
So, further investigation is needed.
What was that bang? Sorry about that loud sound there. I've no idea what it was.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechia are present on the surface.
Okay, dissected them.
All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and our result is not false positive due to possible contaminations.
So he always wants it
Army of diatoms from this
right up.
Oh, nah. Oh, I'm finally starting to. And perfect.
So we are looking for the same wee looking things that we just found. Is there any here at all? Oh, there they are there.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them. I'll make a note of all this. So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway. So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis, the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
Oh, right. There we go. Keep forgetting to mark it.
I move on to the next organ. This time, it's immediately apparent that the deceased didn't care for it. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas. I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect.
Right, so is it? That's on the board. That's fine. Let's dissect it.
The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased. Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more years. I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing.
The syringe this time?
It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases.
Wait, stomach examination? That's still there. But didn't I just take the stomach? Oh, right.
I transfer it to the board.
That was weird.
Open it, checking the contents.
Dissect the stomach at the board. Is it there now? Yep.
One thing you'd never get used to is how much this desk smells.
Never hit any sides this time.
The stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably leftover food. So let's check the diatoms. Again. But in a centrifuge.
Why doesn't he just bring the book in with
The
him?
problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs.
I keep shutting this window.
Or some accident. Such an analysis requires.
Although he's still wearing the gloves.
And a careful interpretation of the collected data, including those from the field. That's why it's so important to collect as many samples as possible. Unfortunately.
Okay, so
Okay.
for the
This is
diatones,
one
that's what
nice
we're
little sample.
looking for. Why is this not? There we go. So diatones. Right, 35 minutes at 25%.
Now set.
35, I'm sure. $35 at 25%. Should be it. I'm turning just in case the lights go again. Okay. We're fine.
Done. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the fluid and water in Chelsea's well.
Pretty sure this is what we're to do.
Let me
Draw
think.
3 ml.
3 milliliters should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn.
Place a sample. Yes, you're not letting me. What is going on? Oh right, they've changed it. You press F now. I just moved along the last time. And now it's like, oh, press F. Strange why it changed halfway through.
Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police.
Right. So what does that mean?
The results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case.
You stay there. You do not move. So what now?
More diatoms. Analysis indicates the same origin. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
There's little left to do. I'm going to check the airway. Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection. I dissect the trachea and open the organ. Inside, I find, based on the size,
that
I
a
can
ring?
say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside.
I see it saying the 9th of the 13th, 1980. Is that what that says? Yep.
What the fuck? But this is my ring. Alice's ring. But how did it...
We need his meds.
This should be at home. I have it. At home. It's...
Come on, take your pills, hurry up.
Where are
Stop
my
having a
meds?
panic attack or whatever this is.
Where the fuck are my meds?
God. I took the pills in the bathroom. Then he'd take them again.
I've already taken my pill. No, I've already taken my pills. Not
Yeah,
looking to
mate.
Overdose.
You overdose. Fuck. It's telling me take your pills in the bathroom. What do I do?
Jesus Christ! Hope these
What?
go away.
Definitely a glitch right there.
I have to check the apartment. It can't be. Jesus Christ!
He's just running out and leaving her there.
Mr. Ridley. Jesus Christ!
This door is a pain. I just took my pills. What is going on? Yeah, let's go and check the apartment.
I have to check this out.
Are we getting a cutscene or something here?
This can't be real. Where is it? Where is it?
We know it was in here.
It's not here. It's not. I need to call. I need to go.
Call Big Steven, come on.
This is sick. Fuck.
Just call Steven, hurry up.
Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
They took the ring.
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that. I don't know. I was jittery. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
Right.
What?
I don't
Did he put it
know
there?
what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning this was going to happen. I didn't make it up!
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? How? And when? When the fuck? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck. Oh, God.
So I think that he is that mentally unstable that he is doing this to himself.
Calm down.
Like, he is putting...
Calm down.
He put that ring in that dead body.
I need a drink.
Sit at your desk and pour yourself a drink. He's drinking on pills as well, so what is going to happen? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God.
I think he's doing this to himself. That's what I think.
Just
Like, he's got kids' drawings,
more.
but yet we haven't really heard anything about his kid. So what age was his kid? Like, what happened to Alice and the kid, clearly?
Just one sip more. Oh, God.
Chapter 3. Let's go.
All right. I can't do it anymore. These reports will kill me one day. I'll have to finish it over the weekend. It's time to go to work. I should take out the trash first. Jesus. Fuck. Maybe I'll just ignore it.
So we are going to leave it here because we've now hit chapter 3, and I'll see you in the next video for chapter 3 of the Autopsy Simulator.